to the animal, and when the animal reach you and you start to acclimate the animal to your breed, to your keeping methods, the animal goes to your house eating, and without stuck fucking sheds, because when you buy an animal and
dehydration,
the animal come dehydrated with a stuck shed,
terrible.
well, it's the worst thing to deal with for a beginner. And to buy cheap snakes, especially imports, you need to buy from the right person.
Well, but then not only that, I mean, even if you buy from the right person, an import, I mean, anything could happen to that import. That thing could be packing anything parasite wise. Like, dude, I've heard crazy stories, and I've even seen, like, I've had imports I remember I've had an import for like almost 2 years, and there was a fucking parasite that popped up, and I was like, what? And I was tripping out. But it's all about knowing what to do when that happens, right? And
exactly.
A lot of people don't know what to do when they see water blisters, when they see fucking RI signs, because that's common with imports. A lot of that shit's common. And what they do is they either neglect it and they say, fuck it. And that thing ends up rolling. And there goes their $500.
And you know why they neglect it? Because that fucking snake, that fucking snake is cheap.
Well, I mean, dude, I mean, cheap to you and to me now, because now we know the true value of chondros. But to somebody who's just buying, that's not cheap. Dude.
If you buy a 150 snake, you will not neglect a 150 snake, 1.5K snake, like you neglect a 450 snake.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
But dude, you know, go ahead.
And if you buy an established animal for 1.5, first of all, you avoid all that problems.
Yeah.
And it keep you focused on the well-being of the animal, in my opinion.
That's the well-being of the animal, bro. And the thing is, bro, there's so many people where, like, money's not an option. I mean, money, they don't care about money, right? But they don't know they don't know the well-being of the animal. They don't know how to simply take care of an animal. So,
reptiles, well, you have some rich kids that want to have a fucking reptile. And honestly, and let me be a little bit snob, like you like to call us, chondros are good-looking snakes, and if you have a fat wallet, even if you are a young kid, you will buy a chondro, and you will not do the homework to keep an animal with that kind of demand of caring, you know. So there's so many things involved on this, especially how much money do you have to spend and how focused you are on the well-being of the animal. I think those are the main things to see a people thriving and taking good care of an animal of this kind, honestly.
Yeah. You have a big homie in the house. Do you want to say it up to the homie Bill? Say what up to the homie Bill.
Hey Bill, how are you, man?
Bill, I mean, I can say right now, Bill's probably one of my biggest, you know, I mean, there's a handful, but Bill's probably one of the biggest inspirations chondro wise in America for me. This guy's fucking amazing, dude. And you know, he just reminds me, like, you know, I think, you know, I've always wondered, Pedro, what your snakes would look like in person. And I'm not saying that, obviously, I mean, your snakes are just completely unique in their own way, but I feel like the closest I'll probably ever get to that is after looking at Bill's collection. I feel like if I could, that's the closest I could reach to almost getting, or like, you know, I don't know, until I could actually just go to Portugal and fucking see you. You know what I mean?
You have some, well, let me tell you this. you have some collections in some collections in the United States that will put mine on shame.
Oh, I don't know about shame, bro. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe up to your caliber, but nobody could put your collection to shame. Nobody. I
yeah.
don't.
No, really, really, really.
No,
There are some guys on your side that, and some of those collections are a little bit on the hide side. They are on the shadows, you know. So
people.
some
Yeah.
of the best ones are hiding all that stuff.
And you know that.
They
You know
like to be on the dark side.
You know that for sure. You know that. You know that for sure. Like you have you
I know some amazing collections that don't show up.
have you seen it yourself? Like have you seen collections that nobody's like that aren't shown? Have you had the privilege of seeing stuff like that?
Probably,
Yeah.
probably.
And this is
I've been in the United States for two times,
twice, right?
back in 2010 and 2013, and I spent some time seeing some of those collections. And trust me, my collection is not that bad, but there's some amazing stuff on your side.
Well, I want other people to see what they say after we see what we're gonna see today, okay? And then I'll see what they say because, like I said, it's pretty bizarre, bro. Now to talk about, you know, because Portugal, right? How many chondro breeders are in Portugal? Do you have a lot of other like homies like nearby you that breed, or I mean, is it a
Well,
big? Go ahead.
for you to see, we start breeding chondros in Portugal back in 2011. It's the first known breedings in Portugal, and
Wow.
the first guy that breeds chondros in Portugal is it's a brother like friend to me. His name is Marco Neves,
Mark Nish.
and I was the second guy breeding chondros with a time lapse of 1 month. And after that, I remember another guy that breeds a clutch, and after that, I think I am the only one breeding chondros in Portugal.
Wow. So that guy Mark, your good buddy, does he still breed or is he done?
Marco, no.
No more.
Now he's a blacksmith, a bladesmith.
Oh wow. So he makes blades.
Yeah, yep. Some of the best ones I ever seen.
Do you have any?
I'm waiting on one right now.
Because you seem like you're a metalhead, so I'm like, dude, you have to have a blade, right? Like,
Yeah, you need to have some blades.
one blade. Yeah, I need to have. I want to have at least one blade in each room, just a big fucking scary blade, and like
That's for sure.
I'll never touch it. I'll just, you know, I just want to look at it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll
Just
touch it.
yeah, just displayed.
Yeah,
That guy is producing some Damascus blade that are simply artwork. You know,
yeah,
some amazing stuff.
yeah. It's amazing that kind of. I mean, yeah, to be a bladesmith, like it's like, fuck. I mean, that's like. That's a gift you could learn that has been a part of this fucking world for generation, like just for years. Like bladesmiths, like think about that, bro. Like one of the first jobs.
Like thousands of years.
Yes. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's crazy. And it's not like anybody could do it either. You got to be like, you got to know how, like you got to be bred to do it. Like I don't know. It's I don't know.
You need to know some things to do a nice blade.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yep.
I wonder if he like as a kid he knew he was gonna be a bladesmith. Like he was like, I'm gonna fucking make blades as a kid. Because that's a crazy thing to like to commit to as a young age, you know.
Yeah. He started that something like 2 years ago, but he's a focused guy.
Right.
Yeah, he's a focused guy.
That's sick.
He should come back to Chondros. Honestly, I need him to come back.
Yeah.
He's a good friend, and he's we need him back.
How often does he come over and check out your stuff? Does he come over often?
To my house. Oh, as I tell you, he's like a brother to me. So